welcome fans from all over to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. I am Malcolm Chapman. I'm going to be broadcasting this game for you guys today alongside with Tucker McLean. In tonight's matchup, the Pensacola Christian College Eagles welcome the NCCAA 2021 national champions, Campbellsville University-Harrodsburg. The Pioneers had an amazing season last year, taking only not just their Mid-East region championship, but the national championship as well. They come here tonight to seek their first win as they lost their home opener against Indiana University Southeast to a score of 90-101. The Eagles also come here desperate for a win as well, trying to get their first home victory this year as we lost our home opener by a score of 12 to Enterprise Community College. We're going to step aside real quick, but don't go too far. We'll be back in just a couple moments as we present you the second home game of the 2022-23 school year. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the Campbellsville Pioneers and your PCC Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us be able to come out here. Help us play the best of our abilities. Help there be no injuries on the court. Help us remember you in all that we say and do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for the Pioneers, number 1, Tyrese Duncan. Number 4, Carrion Douglas. Number 10, Chris Rowlands. Number 13, Terrence McDaniels Jr. And number 24, Keelan Kennedy. Campbellsville is led by Coach Austin Sparrow. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. At guard, a senior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 2, Christian Porter. At forward, a senior from Pensacola, Florida, number 3, A.J. Ward. At guard, a senior from Pace, Florida, number 15, Austin Lewis. At guard, a senior from Moundville, Alabama, number 22, Corey Edwards. And at guard, a sophomore from Burleson, Texas, number 50, Liam Gertz. The Eagles are led by Coach Jason Bell with assistant coaches Micah Conlon and Mark Getch. The officials for today's game are Brian Allred, Stephen Newhouse, and Tremaine Gamble.
Thank you so much, Logan, for providing us those wonderful pregame ceremonies. Tucker, great to see you today, sir. Happy to see you here in the Nest.
Yeah, I love to be here. It's the best seat in the house right here on the side court.
Yeah, best seat in the house with the best color commentator in the house. Tucker, we're super excited to play some basketball here tonight in the Nest as Liam Gertz and number 10, Chris Hollins, is in the center court to tip things off. So sorry for the inconvenience with the visual portions of our live stream, but we're trying to be as detailed as possible to provide you guys the best game experience. Right now, number 13, Terrence McDaniels has the ball. And they kick it to the side to Tyrese Duncan. And beautiful defense displayed down low by the Eagles. Now, the Pioneers with 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Yeah, I think Liam got a quick block right there down under the basket.
Here is McDaniels, kicks it over to Rollins, drives hard to the paint, a lot of contact, no call. Eagles the rebound.
CP pushing the ball up the court now. On-ball screen by Liam. CP getting downhill, and Corey pulls up in the mid-range, and just a little off right there.
Taking it back the other direction. Tucker, go ahead, show off your play-by-play skills. Rollins, pull-up jumper. That's hard off the rim. Porter the rebound. We're heading the other direction. A minute through the game so far, Tucker, still no score.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's no score on either side yet, but Liam with a quick three. No score yet. It's good that we're being able to maintain the Pioneers scoreless so far, but hopefully we can maybe get something going early.
The Pioneers being national champions last year. 2 quick turnovers by both teams. Here's McDaniels working inside. That's an offensive foul. Great defense played by Austin Lewis.
Yeah, that's 4 straight stops for the Eagles here. Hopefully we can get on the board here on the other side.
We mentioned earlier that the Pioneers, Campbellsville University-Harrodsburg, were indeed the national championships, beating Crown College in Minnesota last year in Joplin, Mississippi. Here's Ward on the right side of the key. Great screen for Liam, and he gets the first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, good to see the Eagles on the board. Good to see Liam getting a quick layup. And the Pioneers swinging the ball around the horn. And AJ almost coming up with the steal.
Here's Rollins driving inside, and I believe Liam comes up with another block. Here's Duncan driving hard inside, and another charge. Great placement there by Ward.
Yeah, Ward's gotten 2 quick charges already in this game, and that's 6 straight defensive stops for the Eagles.
It's a doubleheader here tonight here in the Nest, but the Eagles, the Lady Eagles that are playing away over in Montgomery, Alabama, facing against Faulkner University. And inside, Corey Edwards gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, he's looking to earn the 3-point play there at the line, and is good feed up the court by Liam and Austin. Just being able to get the layup and draw the foul.
Corey Edwards, the transfer from Belhaven University, as well as our star guard, Christian Porter. Last game, total went 2 from 11 from the field. Christian Porter going 1 for 4 from beyond perimeter. What do you think they're going to have to do in order for them to catch fire and get also a groove here in tonight's game as Edwards knocks down the free throw?
Well, for Corey, I think it was just seeing 1 or 2 go in, which he's already seen here tonight. For Christian, I think he was being very passive and he wasn't playing like his usual stuff that we're used to seeing here in the Nest, and the Pioneers score quick there. But as I was saying about Christian, he was in the gym today all afternoon. He got 500 shots just trying to find a shot today, and he mentioned something to me and Braden earlier. He said he was going to be mad if he didn't have more than 3, and frankly, I'd expect to see him shoot a lot more tonight, as the Eagles are getting in a flow offensively, and Austin puts up a shot from the corner and he drains it.
With 8 seconds left on the shot clock as well. Great insight provided there by Tucker. And a steal on the other end. Edwards in transition, drives hard at the basket. Floater in the lane, misses everything.
And that's good hustle by Christian, trying to get on the floor, trying to save it.
Eagles up 8-2 against a very talented Pioneers offense and defense. Very convincing for both teams here.
Yeah, the Eagles starting hot here, loving to see it. Love to see the defense from Corey picking up at half court.
Now our live stream is finally showing the visual performance as now Douglas drives inside and gets the call.
And it looks like that foul is on Austin Lewis. That's picking up his first right there.
Lewis with a dominant performance Friday, dominant performance, 20 points with actually 17 points with a career high 5 rebounds as McDaniels gets the hoop and Harm. No basket, but he'll head to the charity stripe. Let's go back to Austin Lewis here with a career high 5 steals and 17 points, Tucker.
Yeah, he put up a good 17 points there, showing good leadership, not only on the offensive end, but he got some good defensive boards, some good defense there from our senior, showing good leadership. Also with his 17 points, AJ Ward put up 20 points. Those two combined for 37 points, if my math is correct. And it's good leadership right there.
Yeah, dominant leadership at that. And the game was back and forth for a little bit there. Enterprise was up at 15 at half, and the Eagles in the second half brought it to as close as 3, Tucker.
Yeah, it was it was a good push there at the end by the Eagles, but just unable to bring it in. It was a little, it was too little too late, Alvin.
An opportunity for free points at the charity stripe comes to an empty possession for the Pioneers. Eagles will take it the other direction as Gertz, our center, bringing and accelerating the ball up the floor, gets a move on McDaniels, tries to work inside, scoop layup, no good. Heading the other direction, Duncan is pushing the pace with intensity. Lewis gets a hand on it, collected by Edwards. Off to the races, we have numbers. Edwards, Porter, great shot fake, kicks it to Lewis for a three in the corner, misses everything.
Yeah, that's a good push from our starters, just being able to get a shot off. And CP comes down with the board and pushes it up.
Duncan with the miss attempt, making that another empty possession for the Pioneers. Porter, he'll take a three from long range. Back iron.
Yeah, and the Pioneers pull that board down.
Kennedy, three on the way, no good. Porter, another rebound. And we're looking to slow the tempo a little bit more down here.
Yeah, it was kind of a forced shot there by Christian on the last play. I'm glad that he's shooting a little more, but would love to see some more ball movement. And that's a turnover right there by Christian Porter.
A bit of miscommunication. I believe Porter was expecting Austin Lewis to come up from the corner and to move the offense, but a little bit of miscommunication between the two seniors there, Tucker.
Yeah, he was just expecting either a backdoor or a flare right there, and Austin tried to stay put because he saw his defender was coming over to help.
Nakir Joyce checked into the competition here for the Pioneers. They find Douglas, drives hard on Lewis, dumps it off to McDaniels, up and under, count the bucket and the foul. McDaniels having all 4 points here for the Pioneers tonight as he closes the gap within a deficit of 4.
Yeah, and that foul was on A.J. Ward right there, just not able to stay vertical on the up and under.
First attempt is up for McDaniels, and he knocks it down with a total of 5 tonight. Mdek comes to the table here for the Eagles. What a performance he had for his first collegiate debut. Ward drives inside. Wide open, Gertz finds Edwards. Beautiful passing here by the Eagles, looking for the best shot opportunity. Finds Lewis, great fake, fadeaway jumper. Can't get the lucky bounce.
Yeah, that was some good ball movement there by the Eagles. Corey had a few open shots that he passed up. Would have loved to see him take them.
Here's Kennedy, three-point ball on the way, and it's nylon. Kennedy with the three. His first buckets of the game.
And the score's not up here at 8. Eagles have gone scoreless for the past few minutes.
Lewis finds Ward, guarded by Rollins. He goes hard inside, spin move, pump fake, no good, and throws that one away. A game which once looked like the Eagles were going to run away with, now knotted up at 8 here, Tucker. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside briefly. Alvin Chapman and Tucker McLean here with 14 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half of action. Tucker, it seemed like the Eagles were having a little bit of an advantage here. Now we're looking at an 8-8 ball game.
Yeah, something the Eagles struggled with last game was breaking a 2-2-1 press that Enterprise put on us. The Pioneers have been putting the same press on us, but we've been able to break it a little bit more. And we're just unable to break the half-court defense is what we're struggling with in this game.
Keelan Kennedy drives inside, no good. Rollins pulls down the board. And it will stay here with the Pioneers. Beautiful on-ball defense there by Corey Edwards.
Yeah, he's a good defender, brings good size, good athleticism. Hopefully we can get a stop here without bailing him out with a foul.
19 left on the shot clock. Nakir Joyce for the inbound, the sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky. Some miscommunications between the table and the officials, but I believe play will resume here shortly. Here's Joyce on the inbound. Finds Keelan Kennedy. Finds Joyce, guarded by Porter. Handoff to Douglas, great ball fake. Tries to go to McDaniels down low, and Edwards forces the turnover.
Yeah, I love to see that good defense by our Eagles. We're playing good defense here. We just need to get the ball in the hole.
Lewis will accelerate the ball past half court and go quickly to Edwards. Goes down low to Mdeck. Jumper on the way for Edwards, no good. Daniel the strong rebound. Kennedy pushes the other direction. No one to stop him to the rim, but he misses. Ward pulls down the board. Here is Lewis now met by Kennedy. Mdeck gets some early action here, and he throws the ball away.
Yeah, I just need to be smarter and a little more patient with our passes.
Almost a minute of no scoring. Douglas will drive to the lane and get the scoop layup to fall in the first lead for the Pioneers.
Yeah, we'd love to see an Eagle step over and take a charge there. Really, there was no backside help there.
Josh Alexander will also come to the table here for the Eagles. Here's Porter in the corner. Mdeck will hand it right back to Porter. Porter gets the switch off floater in the lane off the backboard. No good, too strong. Porter trying to force another turnover, and it will stay here with Pensacola.
Yeah, that's good hustle from our leader, Christian Porter, after the missed shot.
Porter and Edwards is checked out of the ball game for Wagner and Alexander. Impressive first game back for Alexander. 5 points and 6 rebounds for the senior.
Yeah, and all of those 5 points came at a very pivotal part of the game right at the end when we were making our comeback. Would have loved to see him make a few more of his layups, but all in all, a good performance last Friday from Josh Alexander.
Near steal for the Pioneers. Ward works inside. Fadeaway jumper, no good. McDaniels grabs another rebound. Alexander nearly comes up with another steal and forces another turnover for the Eagles. Doing a great job with that full court press against the Pioneers.
Yeah, he hid behind a few of the Pioneers, and then right as the ball handler passed, he jumped the passing lanes and got the tip off the Pioneers' hands.
Reminds me of similar play from the New Orleans Pelicans guard, Jose Alvarado. Super good at hiding behind offenders. Ward with the triple from way downtown.
And Eagles, just like that, take the lead back, scores 11-10 now.
And Alexander with the beautiful full court pressure. But it will stay here with the Pioneers. Beautiful defense displayed by the junior, rather.
Yeah, Josh is playing really well. He's playing with a lot of energy tonight. He's trying to get his revenge game tonight.
Ball to Joyce, guarded by Alexander, playing patiently. Douglas trailing 3 on the way and hits the bottom of the net.
Yeah, just a little sloppy on the defensive end. Josh trying to double team the ball handler, leaving a shooter wide open.
Kerryon Edwards in the last game against Indiana University of Southeast scored 24 points, along with 3 rebounds. Ward going to the basket. Off balance, no good. Rollins the rebound. He will accelerate the rock as well. Drives hard on Ward, steps back, and a backside block by Alexander.
That's some smart defense right there by Josh, and really loving to see it. Hopefully we can make up for it on this end.
Let's see if we can reward Alexander for the beautiful defense. Drives inside, off the backboard, no good. A bit off balance.
Yeah, just a little force there. Would love to see a little more patience, maybe a little more ball movement right there.
Joyce untouched to the basket, extends the lead to 4. No one stopped the ball there. McLean.
Yeah, just no one sliding over, no one hustling back in that transition defense after the missed shot by Josh.
Wagner, snatch back dribble, finds Mdeck in the corner for a 3. It's good for the freshman. And a quick timeout there by Coach Sparrow and the Pioneers. Tucker, what an array of moves here from the Eagles as we bring this game within 1. And we'll step aside here briefly as both teams take a 30-second timeout. 11 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half of action here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Tucker McLean. Tucker, what a game we have so far, but the reason this game has been close has purely been because of defense.
Yes, Alvin. Eagles playing good defense so far. Pioneers just being able to outrun us so far a little bit in transition. We haven't been getting back like we need to. And Eagles force a quick turnover right there.
Brantley Koski comes back into the game here, as well as Liam Gertz gets re-entered into the competition as well. An empty possession for the Pioneers. The Eagles will take it the other direction. Here is Koski. Gets it to Wagner. Koski coming in for the senior, A.J. Ward. Wagner gets the step, gets the bucket, but no good. Joyce will take it the other direction. The Pioneers do have numbers. They go to the corner to Douglas, drives baseline, and it is an offensive foul. Beautiful defense there by Alexander to put himself in the situation to force Douglas to make a difficult play.
Yeah, just a good defense, good hustle there by our Eagles, making it the other way. I think that's 3 offensive fouls already on the Pioneers.
Warner Bryan checks into the game here for the Eagles, and Christian Porter will re-enter back into the competition. Gertz walks the ball up for the competition, and here's Alexander on the left wing. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Gertz drives inside, tries to rearrange his shot, no good. Douglas will head the other direction. Joyce will go corner for a 3 for the Pioneers. Wedges between the rim for number 23. DeJuan Step.
Yeah, and that was a good close out there by Austin, keeping a hand in his face, not letting him able to see the rim after the shot.
Here's Alexander, full head of speed to the rim, kicks it to Lewis. 3 on the way for him, and it falls inside.
Yeah, that's a good kick there by Josh, and making sure he didn't draw that offensive foul. And an open shot there for Lewis, almost rimmed out, but really happy that he got fall.
Beautiful dribble drive by the Eagles. Alexander playing stifling defense, and he gets to the ball and calls a timeout. What a play by the junior from Pensacola, Florida, the graduate from Escambia High School. And as a jump ball on the floor, a timeout was called, but the official will give it a held ball.
Yeah, and luckily the possession was heading our way for that held ball. Just need Josh to maybe call that timeout a little louder. I think the ref was unable to hear it. We're right in front of the fan section, and it's pretty loud over here. It's hard to hear.
Porter comes into the game for Lewis. Koski with the dribble handoff. Keeps it for himself. He'll head to the rim and find Porter. 20 left on the shot clock. Dribble pull up for Porter, and it finds the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, Porter already having 2 right here, and Josh playing his full court press. It was a good shot, good downhill pull up there by Christian in the mid-range.
Here is Step. Gets a step to the basket, dumps it down low, and Bryan with the throwdown.
And I believe there's a technical here on the Pioneers. Lazy backside defense for our Eagles, but I think that's a taunting technical for Harrodsburg.
Beautiful dunk, but you want to refrain from the celebration when it comes to collegiate basketball. We just want the action here, not the celebration. Porter will be taking the technical foul free throws. Miss it off the front of the rim.
Yeah, I think he might just be a little in his head right now after last game. Hopefully he can get this one to fall, and we'll get the ball in the offensive end.
Christian Porter averaging a total of 12.7 points per game last year, and a team high 39, actually a second team high of 39% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, last year Christian Porter was a really good off the dribble shooter. He struggles with the catch and shoot, so I think that may be why he's struggling here early this season. Is they know he's a shooter, they know he's going to pull up, but he's going to get his shots to fall here in this season. I don't doubt it.
Alexander patient inside. He'll take the fading jumper, hits the front of the rim.
Yeah, a little force there by Josh, but we're getting back on defense and doing really a lot better on our transition defense so far.
Bryan with 2 quick points on the other side.
Yeah, he just elevated over Liam right there, and Liam couldn't stay up with him.
The freshman from Hodgeville, Kentucky. Gertz will take a three. That's off.
Yeah, we'd love to see some more patience, some more ball movement from our Eagles on that possession.
That layup from Bryan tied things up. Here's Douglas driving inside. Full head of steam to the basket. Couldn't get the bucket, but he will get the foul. That'll send Douglas to the free throw line. We mentioned in his last competition, he did have 24 points and 3 rebounds against Indiana University of Southeast. And also he was second team all-region for the Mid-East region, as Rollins prepares to check back into the competition as well for the Pioneers. Free throw is up, and it is good for Kerryon Douglas.
And A.J. Ward also coming in for the Eagles. There was a shot a little bit ago by Phil. It was listed as it was called a three-pointer on the floor, but they went back and labeled it as a 2. That's why there's a discrepancy on the scoreboard. Josh bringing the ball up the floor.
Alexander finds Gertz over to Ward. Ward picks up his dribble. Backdoor to Koski. Wide open to the rim, and he knocks it in. His first points of the contest. That layup knocked things up. Here's Kennedy over to step. Back to Kennedy. He drives baseline. Rearranges his shot at the rim. No good. But Bryan, the freshman, with another strong board inside.
Yeah, he's crashing that board hard, and we're not boxing out on that weak side.
He has 6 quick points in less than 3 minutes of play so far. Here's Alexander. Finds Ward. He'll drive inside, but took too many steps as he was trying to make a jump stop towards the basket.
Yeah, he couldn't keep that pivot foot down right there, and it caused a travel.
Eagles indeed do trail by 3 coming to the ball game. Number 14, Elijah Fry, in for Dejuan Step. Here's Kennedy met by Koski. Bryan, the freshman, finds Rollins for the 3, off the mark. No rebound, Fry collects it. Douglas goes inside, screen from Bryan, goes up strong, and he'll head to the line, the freshman.
Yeah, CP trying to stay vertical there, but it was lower body contact because he jumped into him.
Warner Bryan only in his 2nd career game here actually not his 2nd career game, he's actually a transfer from Asbury University, an NAIA school in Kentucky. He is heading to the charity stripe to try to convert on 2 free throws. The first one is up and in. Lewis inserts himself back into the ball game as the Eagles do indeed trail by 3. Warner Bryan again. 2nd attempt is up and knocks down both as he leads all scorers with 8 points off the bench. Here's Lewis. Picks up his dribble and finds Porter. Koski tries to get to the rim, finds Gertz. 1 dribble, nowhere to go. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Nearly throws it away, and Koski picks up the foul. And that'll also give us a fresh 20-second shot clock. That foul is on number 14, Elijah Fry, the sophomore from Stanford, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Gertz works inside, off the rim and good for Gertz.
That's good drive there by Liam. On the play before the foul, though, they need to swing the ball. (21-25), the score, but I believe it did change there.
Should be 23-25. And we are having some issues with the shot clock here at the table. Alvin Chapman and Tucker McLean, we will step aside briefly. Alvin Chapman and Tucker McLean back with more action here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. The Eagles indeed do trail by 2. Tucker, what a matchup we've been able to see as the Eagles face off against 2021's national champion.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle here so far, Alvin. Up and down a lot of transition play, but both teams are getting back, getting hustles. There's a lot of blocks, there's a lot of deflections, there's a lot of tips on both sides.
Joyce inserts himself back into the game for Elijah Fry. And I said the 21 championships, I mean the 2022 champions, and also the Mid-East region champion as well, beating the #1 team last year, Great Lakes Christian. And here's Warner. Receives the ball on the top of the key, dribble handoff to Rollins. Gets it to Douglas, back to Rollins. They go back inside to Warner. A lot of contact, no good. Ward secures the rebound.
That's some good help side defense there by the Eagles. Brantley coming down for the quick double, forcing a turnover.
Not just great help side defense, but a great adjustment as we realize Warner getting a lot of work inside. Warner Bryant leading all scorers with 8 points. Porter tricks a 3, no good. Gertz fighting for the rebound down low, but Rollins corrals it. Kennedy takes a step inside. Beautiful pacing, no good. Rollins gets the rebound, dumps it off to Warner again, misses, but regains his miss again. He has double digits. Lewis takes the screen, but it is illegal by Mdek. Eagles trail by 4. Gertz getting his first personal, and Koski comes out the game here for Edwards. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. What are you expecting the Eagles to do to try to regain this lead back, Tucker?
Really swing the ball, get it to the weak side. We're not reversing the ball that much. It's becoming kind of stagnant on the offensive end, something we were doing well at the beginning of the game, just not doing well so far. And the Eagles got to stop here on the defensive end, and it's going to be going southbound.
Missed shot there by McDaniels. And they'll inbound it to Lewis. He'll be met by Carry-On Douglas. And now the ball is with Porter. Now Gertz on the right side of the floor. Great cut there by Ward, and that's a goaltending call. Beautiful backdoor cut there. I believe we call that a flex screen.
Yeah, just a little screen there in the corner, getting a cutter down the baseline, wide open on the block for an easy layup, and the help. And the defense was just a little late getting the block off after the backboard, so it's a goaltend call in favor of the Eagles.
Kennedy met by Edwards. Edwards drives inside. Forced to take up a tough basket. Gertz the rebound.
and the Eagles pushing it here.
Porter in
Looking to make something
transition,
happen.
throws it to Edwards. Great pump fake, left hand layup, no good, but a foul. Corey Edwards will head to the line to try to convert on 2 free throws. Corey, a recent transfer here for our basketball team. We mentioned he was a transfer from Belhaven University in Mississippi, and he averaged roughly around 9 points a contest with a career high of 21 points.
Yeah, he's a good scorer, Alvin. Just in our first game, he was unable to get it going and just unable to convert on this free throw. But hopefully, after a few games, he'll get comfortable. He'll get in a flow and hopefully he can put some points up for us.
And that comes in for Liam Gertz. But prior to going to Belhaven, he played 2 years at Beeville Community College, where he also was a dominant player. Only averaged 3 points there his freshman year, but averaged 9 points a game there, and also had 2 career highs of 21 there as well.
Yeah, over the years, it just seems like Corey's gotten better every year, improving, and hopefully he can do that this year with the Eagles as he converts on his second free throw.
He has 4 points thus far. They go inside to McDaniel. Back to McDaniel. Joyce will take a 3. That's way off. Mdek with the rebound. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Here's Porter. Eagles trailing by 1. Lewis in the corner. Drives hard, finds Edwards. Edwards works inside on his defender, and he'll head back to the charity stripe to try to convert on another 2 free throws. Smart play by him, backing down the smaller defender.
Yeah, Corey's being smart here on the offensive end. He can't really get a shot off or a shot to go down, so he's taking the ball inside against his smaller defender and forcing them to foul, getting him on the line, which gets him points without wasting any time.
This is his 3rd trip to the line, the first one on a foul and 1. First shot up for him was good. A little more elaboration on Corey Edwards. In high school, he played for Hill County in Moundsville, Alabama. And as he was there at Hale County, he won the 4A state championship, playing alongside with SEC 2021 Player of the Year Herb Jones, who is now with the New Orleans Pelicans. Those 2 free throws give the Eagles a 1-point lead against the 2022 national champions. Here's Douglas, drives hard to the paint, spin move, fading jumper, can't get it to fall. See if the Eagles can extend their lead here on this play. Lewis, patiently on the left wing. Here's Ward, gets the ball to Edwards. He works inside, fading jumper, good for Edwards. Yeah, he's getting into a rhythm.
Yeah, like you said, Al, he's getting into a rhythm. He's getting going, but bad transition defense there by the Eagles. Luckily, it was a missed shot, but Eagles coming the other way.
Lewis, corner, great jab to the basket, dumped down to Mdek, back to Lewis. 20 on the shot clock. Edwards fading jumper. That's money. Corey Edwards.
And just like that, the Eagles are up by 5, Alvin.
Here is Joyce. Edwards playing stifling defense. Douglas driving to the basket, dumps it off to a player on the block. Joyce 3 on the way, and silence the run made by Edwards.
Yeah, no, that was a good offensive possession there by Harrodsburg. It was a good answer to Corey's little 5-point run there by getting it down in the paint and then kicking it out to a shooter.
Trying to go back to Edwards. That's batted away. Edwards now with 10 points, tying the freshman Warren Bryan with points for the first half. Under 2 minutes left to go in this first half of action. And the Eagles looking very competitive so far. They get it to Porter. 3 from way downtown. No good. Lewis got a hand on it, but to no avail. Here's Tyrese Duncan heading the other direction. Douglas will take a 3. That's good. Beautiful response there by Douglas to tie the game up. He now has 9. Not tie the game up, but give them a 1-point lead.
Yeah, good response there by the Pioneers. Hopefully the Eagles can have a response of their own.
They try to go inside to Ward. Back to Edwards. Jumper on the way. That's good.
Yeah, and it seems like he's broken that ice over the top of the rim, and everything's falling for him. He now has 12 points.
Duncan to Step. Step back to Douglas. Douglas back to Duncan. Edwards playing amazing defense, having a very good first half of basketball. They go inside to Douglas, kicks to Joyce. Joyce drives, off-balance shot, and he finds the rim. Nakir Joyce now with 5 points. Under a minute left to go. Here's Lewis, and Douglas gets into the passing lane. A near turnover there for Douglas. Porter with the inbound. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Edwards forces his way inside, impedes his will, but to no avail. Second chance opportunity. Lewis, step back jumper, fading off the baseline, no good. Rebound for the Pioneers. Porter collects it. Mdek inside, untouched.
And Eagles are up 36-35 with just over 15 seconds left in the half.
He now has 4. And now a 1-point lead here for the Eagles. The Pioneers now looking to get the final possession. Duncan takes the screen. Very patient, goes up and draws the foul, leaving 1 1/6 left on the clock.
Foul for number 11, Phil Imdek.
That was Tyrese Duncan, the senior guard from Louisville, Kentucky. From Ballard High School, we see a lot of these guys on the same stat sheet going to the same high school here. We have guys from Ballard High School. We have guys from Central High School. We also have a couple guys from Lincoln County High School as well, as Duncan misses the first to possibly even out the score in this first half.
Yeah, and what you see with a lot of these guys going to the same high school or same town growing up is
a lot of chemistry.
They have a lot of chemistry, which probably played a role in their win last year in the championship game.
Lewis lets it fly hard off the backboard. My bad for cutting you off. Go ahead and finish that one.
No, I basically was done, Alvin.
36 even is the score at half. What a game we have here in the Nest on a Tuesday night against the national champions of the 2022 season. Alvin Channels on with Tucker McLean. We'll step aside and we'll see you once again at the second half.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
country or around the world, watching from the comfort of your own home or even watching on a mobile device. I want to welcome you back to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Tucker McLean. And Tucker, what a first half we've been able to see of basketball. 36 even to score.
Yeah, it's been a really defensive matchup so far here tonight. I've noticed a couple things about the scoring. The Eagles have done well with sharing the basketball. Everyone's getting a little touch. Everyone's getting to score. The scoring really isn't definite to one or two players. It's a lot of teamwork here, keeping the score at 36. But it's quite the opposite there for Harrodsburg and the Pioneers. Just a couple players scoring and one or two standing out.
Speaking of the players standing out, let's talk about Warner Bryan, the transfer from Asbury University. We noticed that he had 2 points in his first game against Indiana University of Southeast. But in this game, he has 10 points in 5 minutes along with 3 rebounds.
Yeah, 10 minutes and 5 points. That's very impressive, Alvin, for anyone. He's a good shooter. He's good at getting exactly what he wants. Good at playing off the ball, good at playing on the ball. And for his short time in the game, he's made the most of it.
And let's talk about some of the stats on the Eagles side of the ball. We're going to be heading northbound in this second half. But Corey Edwards, what a late portion of the first half he had.
Yeah, Alvin, this game was really his game to get comfortable here in the Nest. Last game, not having the best game, only scoring around 2 points, I think. And but this game, he's been able to get it fall already with 12 points in the first half.
What are the Eagles going to have to do to probably break the even score and possibly run away with a victory tonight?
Honestly, we need to look at it as if we're down, is what I would tell my team. Look at it as if we're down by 5 or 10, and look to work our way back in this game. If we do get out to a lead early in this half, let's not get comfortable. Let's push to make our lead as big as possible and really play like we're down, play like we got a chip on our shoulder because, well, we lost our home opener and we're looking to get a win here.
Yeah, and what a big win it would be against the national champions from last year. And I like what you said there, not to get comfortable, not to feel like we're winning or not to feel like we're even tied, to make sure that we keep the foot on the gas as Duncan opens up the first half with a triple from long range, his first points of the ball game.
Yeah, we need to do a better job of stepping out and getting the hand up on that shooter.
That was actually Duncan's first field goal. Now he has 4 total. Here's Gertz guarded by the Pioneers. Tries to work inside, 13 left on the shot clock. Goes behind his back. Porter inside. Back to Gertz. He'll take a 3 from long range. Off the mark.
Yeah, and Liam just unable to hit here in our first few games.
Corey taking 2, not Corey, my apologies there. Carry on Edwards. Had a good idea, but too many steps to the basket. That'll be a turnover heading the other direction.
Yeah, his feet just got a little ahead of his mind right there.
Some would say happy feet. I mean, he got up and elevated well to the basket, but took too many steps to get there. Ward drives inside, dishes off to Liam Gertz, and that could have been his 5th assist of the game, but he misses that from point-blank range.
Yeah, I think Liam might be a little in his head right now, not even able to make a layup right now, just in his head, really. Good defensive possession there for the Eagles, though.
Here's Porter. See if we can come back with a full possession rather than an empty one. They get the ball to the hot hand, Corey Edwards. They go back down low to Liam Gertz. He picks up the ball, dumps it down to Corey Edwards, tries to keep the ball alive, and we'll be heading over with the Pioneers. Here's Duncan. Step to the basket, off balance, count the basket, and 1.
Yeah, Alvin, dangerous play there by the Pioneers. A few of our Eagles down on the ground over here, but the Pioneers making the most of the fast break opportunity on the other side.
Duncan now with 5 points, the only point so far in the first half by any team, and that is their first team foul for the Eagles, but also first for Christian Porter. Duncan at the free throw line trying to convert on the old-fashioned 3-point play. And nearly 2 minutes elapsed thus far in the second half.
And the Pioneers up by 6 now.
Those 6 points coming from Tyrese Duncan. Ward with the jump stop, gets it to Porter. Porter, backdoor to Austin Lewis, scoop, layup, and good! Fancy finish there for Austin Lewis. He has 8 points, and Porter with the steal. Edwards the other direction. One man to beat, goes up strong, up the bucket, and the foul for Edwards! Goes straight into the chest of the defender and uses the glass for safety. Edwards now with 14 points.
Yeah, that was some good chemistry by our senior guard duo, Christian Porter and Austin Lewis, and then a great steal there in the open court by Christian Porter, forcing the turnover and getting a layup for Corey right there.
Attempt is up for Edwards, hard off the back of the rim. Mdek the rebound. Lewis from long range just can give us the lead, no good. Duncan the rebound. Stop and pop for Duncan, no good. Lewis contains it, finds Porter, heading now the other direction. Porter, pull-up jumper, not in rhythm. Douglas the rebound. Carry on Douglas, gets to the right side of the court, tries to go down low to Rollins, and he misses everything. McDaniel snatches the ball from Edwards and forces the jump ball, but honestly a smarter scenario here for the Eagles because it gives them the possession.
Yeah, it's a good defensive play there by the Eagles hustling back. Phil a little off balance, falling to the ground, but who was it that got that held ball right there?
That was Terrence McDaniel Jr. and Corey Edwards.
Corey, that's what I thought.
McDaniel Jr. heads to the bench here for the Pioneers, and Porter take it the other direction, trying to even take the lead here for the Eagles. They go inside to Ward. Ward flirting with a double-double, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He finds Edwards.
Make that 5 assists.
Make that 5 assists there for Ward. Now 17 points here for Edwards. They get it down low to Kennedy. Terrific defense there by Edwards, keeping his hands up the entire time.
Yeah, that's
Kennedy
some good verticality.
Ward goes baseline, spin move, actually retract dribble. Edwards, jumper on the way, front of the rim. Mdek nearly the rebound. Douglas goes inside. Edwards comes up with the steal. Tries to quickly get to Ward, and he loses it. Douglas will drive to the hole, off the side of the rim, step the rebound. Keelan will take a 3, no good. Edwards another rebound. Ward collects it and contains it. Here's Edwards the other way. Taking his time, floater in the lane, hard off the rim. Sloppy basketball here by both teams, Tucker. Other direction here for Rollins, no good. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah, it was just unable for either team to really get a hold on the ball and make anything happen on either end. But Eagles trying to calm it down right now and taking it slow on this end as they're down by 2.
That bucket was actually good for Chris Rollins. Ward will head the other direction. 3 in the corner for Porter. Side of the rim. Mdek keeps the ball alive, but can't corral it down. Kennedy takes his time, and that is a blocking foul on A.J. Ward.
Yeah, he was good to plant his feet and and beat him to a spot. He just leaned into it a little too much, leaned to the side, and that's what drew the blocking foul.
That is the 3rd foul there on A.J. Ward. Wagner preparing to check into the competition. Kennedy from Louisville, Kentucky, will head to the line and try to convert on 2 free throws. Keelan Kennedy with 5 points in that first half and 2 rebounds. 25% shooting on the field. Misses the first.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 25, Aaron
Mdek checks out the ball game, doing a terrific job keeping the ball alive on the defensive rebound side. Rather offensive rebound side, actually. As Keelan misses the first free throw. Gertz will also head to the table as well. I'm assuming to get Ward with the 3 fouls he has so far.
That is also what I would assume. That's something to watch out for if you're the Coach Bell.
Indeed it is. A.J. Ward with 3 fouls, but having a terrific all-around game tonight. He'll head over to the bench.
Yeah, displaying great leadership here this game, as last game.
Second attempt for Keelan. Off the front of the rim and bounces in. And a timeout called on the floor for the Pioneers. Alvin Chapman and Tucker McLean will step aside briefly. Pensacola Christian possession with 15 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in regulation. Alvin Chapman alongside with Tucker McLean. Tucker, we are currently down by 3 points, but it's been close so far.
Yeah, Alvin, a very defensive battle, and Austin with a three-pointer just unable to hit. Corey trying to get the rebound, unable to get it.
Kennedy heading the other direction, tries to give the ball away, and that is a turnover by the Pioneers. Continue what you were saying, Tucker.
Yeah, just saying it's a defensive game. Getting a stop, getting a bucket, and then getting maybe 2 more stops, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That kind of mentality this game. But the Eagles playing with some great perseverance, keeping up with this tough Pioneers team this game.
Porter making the play call at the top of the key. Edwards rips to his left side, steps through. One more pass to Porter in the corner. Side of the rim, no good. Gertz keeps it alive and loses it. Kennedy retains the board. Rollins the other direction. Corner to Duncan. He drives baseline and kicks it out, but stolen by Wagner. Lewis controlling the pace of the game so far. He'll go inside. Kick corner to Wagner for a 3. No good. Edwards keeps it alive. Loses the ball on the pound dribble. I believe that is a held ball between both teams. It will be heading towards the Pioneers' direction.
Yeah, that's some good hustle there by our Eagles, and that's 2 good shots by Christian Porter and Aaron Wagner from that far corner. Just unable to get them to fall here, but I don't doubt that they'll go down eventually.
Score has remained the same for the past couple possessions here, as Tyrese Duncan prepares to inbound the ball and begin the offense here for the Pioneers. Both teams 0-1 to start their season, desperate for a win. Duncan drives and blocked by Wagner, and he'll get tagged with the foul.
Fouls on number 25.
Yeah, just a little low body contact right there.
His first of the night.
Forcing the Pioneers to the line.
That will be his first foul, the team's second. Third, rather. Duncan back to the line, and he's leading all scorers so far in the second half as he misses the free throw. Warner Bryan checks back into competition. What a first half he had. 10 points, 3 rebounds in 5 minutes of competition.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of dirty work down under the basket, getting some hard contested layups and putting them in the hole. Pioneers convert on that second free throw.
Deficit now 4 points. Porter heading the other direction, picks up his dribble. Finds Edwards, goes corner to Wagner. Edwards nearly loses it. Tries to impede his will, goes back to Wagner in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Bryan comes up with a steal. Gertz somehow regains it. Back to Porter. recollects the offense, goes down low to Wagner, tries to get it over to Gertz. No look pass over to Porter. Sloppy offensive possession, but luckily the Eagles have 19 more seconds to try to put something into the hole.
Yeah, I would love to see him just calm down a little, maybe run a little offensive set or motion right here, try to get a good look.
Porter guarded by Carryon Douglas. 15 on the shot clock. They find Gertz, takes one at the top of the key, off the front of the rim.
And Liam's still unable to convert. He's going to keep shooting, though, as all shooters should.
Douglas, net at the rim by Gertz, beautiful defense. Lewis the other direction, hard layup and good for the Eagles.
That was a good tough finish there by Austin Lewis in transition after the good block by Liam Gertz.
Risky block, but great contest at the rim.
And that's some good defense there by the Eagles heading the other way.
Empty possession here for the Pioneers. Lewis controlling the ball, loses his defender, finds Edwards, 3 on the way. It's good, actually a 2.
And score knotted up here at 46 for both teams. Quick energy off the bench as Josh Alexander comes to the table ready to check in at the next dead ball.
That score to even it up. That is the 19th point for Corey Edwards. Duncan responds hard off the rim. No one there for the rebound for the Pioneers. Here is Porter. Finds Gertz. Cut, Lewis, layup, off balance. Steph heading the other direction, goes strong to the rim, misses the layup. Rollins tries with the putback, no good. Here's Porter, finds Lewis in the corner. Tries to dump it off to Edwards, he's wide open, and he crosses the 20-point line.
It's a good drive and kick there by CP and Austin, getting a wide open shooter in Corey at the mid-range.
Corey Edwards now with 21 points, leading all scorers. 11:50 left in regulation. We'll step aside for this timeout. .11 minutes and 50 seconds left in regulation. Alvin Chapman alongside with Tucker McLean. Josh Alexander inserted back into the lineup for Christian Porter, along with Aaron Wagner, Corey Edwards, Austin Lewis, and Liam Gertz for the Eagles. Tyrese Duncan, DeJuan Stepp, Warren Bryan, Chris Rollins, and Douglas in for the game for the Pioneers. And as a foul on the way to the basket there for the Pioneers. On the floor, Duncan will inbound the ball. That's on Alexander, his second foul of the game. But beautiful defense that he displayed in the first half, forcing many turnovers. Step inside, goes to Brian Warner, hard off the backboard. Warner behind him, tries to create the steal. Alexander collects it, and a mix-up in the middle of the full court setting. Timeout quickly called here by the Eagles. We'll stay here for this one. We're looking at an even-up game. Tucker, if you're a coach here in this situation, what is your approach for the remainder of the game?
If I'm the Eagles head coach, I'm really looking to drive the ball and dish to our shooters every time down the floor. Get something running, whether that's maybe a flex motion, a flex cut, getting a shot in the corner, and then hitting a dive cutter. Anything really to push this lead as far as we can. Make it as bigly as possible and keep our foot on the floor.
The offense for the Pioneers has been a bit stagnant. Most of the scoring coming from Tyrese Duncan. What are they going to have to do to kind of shake things up and get back to a groove offensively?
Well, like any team when you're down, you have to take it one possession at a time. Just focusing on the next play, whether that's a missed shot or a made shot, it doesn't matter until you're winning.
Eagles up by 2 rather than it being an even score. Here's Gertz on the left wing. Here's Lewis. Drives hard to the basket and loses it off of his knee. And an empty possession here for the Eagles.
Yeah, just a Pioneers defender putting his hand right where the driving lane is and forcing a turnover.
Alexander guarding Duncan in the full court setting. He has 6 seconds to get it over. Duncan drives hard to the basket off the foot of Edwards. Rollins goes inside and somehow finishes.
Yeah, now the score is not up here at 48 as Brantley Koski comes to the table to check in.
That is Rollins' 4th point of the game. He averaged 13 points last year and had 24 points in the home opener against Indiana University at Southeast. Alexander drives inside, stops his dribble, and slides his pivot, creating a foul.
Yeah, that's some good Pioneers defense there on Corey. Really not letting him get open. His man is not leaving him playing deny defense, and that's who Brantley's coming in for.
Koski coming into the game. We're running with 3 guards and 2 bigs. The bigs being Aaron Wagner and Liam Gertz.
Yeah, hopefully Brantley can bring in some energy off the bench, maybe driving and getting a few open layups or open shots for our shooters.
Douglas drives on Lewis, finds a cutting Rollins. That's a block there by Gertz. Alexander in the open court, goes all the way to the basket. Left hand finish and good for Alexander.
Yeah, and that's a good body fake there by Josh, faking as if he's going to pass to Brantley, and then some good defense there by the Eagles.
A lot of contact on the second attempt there for Rollins, and Alexander is shaken up.
Yeah, Brantley and Josh both went up there for the block, and it looks like Josh might have gotten hit in the face.
Wagner also shaken up a bit as well. I believe there's a scratch there on his face. A very physical play on that low block on the opposition side.
Yeah, it was good initial defense there by the Eagles, but looks like we're going to have to sub a few players because Josh still looks a little shaken up, and Aaron has to come out of the game because of blood.
Keelan Kennedy checks into the competition for the Pioneers, as well as Porter and Ward.
Yeah, it looks like Austin is actually coming out of the game, not Josh.
Oh, Alexander stays in the competition. Thought he was going to be escorted out of the game because of the minor injury, but he remains in the contest. Rollins splits the pair of free throws. Joyce comes into the competition. Eagles up by 1 score. Porter finds Koski, drives inside, and that is a foul on Joyce. So it's an inbound play here for the Eagles. Here's Gertz. Finds Porter, inside to Gertz, and Gertz draws the foul.
Yeah, that's a good entry pass right there by Christian Porter, looking to do it again.
Inbound Porter again. They go to Gertz, and he loses it. Tyrese Duncan by himself. Ward, possible chase down. Never mind that. Pioneers up by 1. Koski bringing the ball up the floor to start the offense here. Met by Duncan. Finds Gertz. Pump fake heading towards the basket. Behind the back dribble, floater in the lane, just off the mark. Crucial possession here for the Pioneers. Never mind that. Alexander with the steal, goes up strong, dish off to Koski, pump fake, to the basket they go.
And that's some good teamwork by our guards, and AJ forcing the steal.
Alexander playing like a ball hawk on the defensive side of the floor, creating great defensive plays for points. Joyce, no look pass, couldn't find his offender accurately. MDEC comes into the competition here for Gertz. And man, we talked about that second unit for the Eagles being so vital, especially the two guards, Koski and Alexander.
Yeah, they bring a lot of energy off the bench on the defensive end. Josh is a phenomenal on-ball defender, and Brantley just brings energy all around in every part of the game.
Eagles up by 1 point, 8 minutes, 47 left to go in the game. Both teams with 5 fouls evenly. And the officials discussing with the table what the minor complications saw. Here is Porter. Porter finds Koski, nearly loses it, but they find Ward. Ward to MDEC. MDEC back to Ward. Ward with a very all-around game here today. Koski goes strong to the basket, somehow finds MDEC, goes up strong, but that is blocked by Brian Warner.
Yeah, just 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Eagles are looking for a quick shot here.
Warner, Brian, rather. Christian Porter, the inbound. They go to Alexander. He drives inside, spins around, pump fake, goes to the lane, misses everything. Not a lot of time to operate there with 8 seconds left on the clock. Joyce goes up strong, tough finish.
That's some good verticality there by Brantley. Pioneers just able to get it in over him.
Here's Alexander. Takes the screen by MDEC, but retreats. Pioneers trailing by 1. Koski loses his defender and takes the midi.
Looks like it's a back and forth battle here for the Eagles and Pioneers here. Each one leading by only 1 at a time.
Kennedy tries to separate the game with the 3, and he indeed does.
Yeah, Pioneers up by 2 now, right as I say it.
That's his first point of the half. Koski tries to operate, finds MDEC, spins around, throws it away in the hands of the Pioneers with a 2-point lead. Joyce, he'll stop, he'll pop, misses everything. And the fans will let him have that one.
Yeah, it's an air ball, and as they always do here in the Nest, they let him hear everything.
Kennedy now with 8 points in this ball game. The Eagles now down by a score with less than 7 minutes left in regulation. Alexander fakes the screen, goes up strong, scoop layup, no good.
Just unable to get it in there, Alvin. And H.A. War almost coming up with the steal.
One thing about the finishes by Alexander, they're so close, but if he just uses the backboard for his security, they can possibly be conversions instead of missed.
I've tried telling him, Alvin, I've tried telling him.
Just trying to be a little too fancy here with his finishes, but we need points, not style here. Keelan, 3-point opportunity, and it's good. His second 3 of the second half.
Yeah, and that was a tough shot, hand in his face. Just able to get it in. Pioneers up by 5 now.
Porter, he'll take one from long range, no good. Rollins the rebound. It's a Keelan, the hot hand. He has 11 so far. They find Douglas. He'll take one from the same spot, and he knocks it down. An 8-point lead there for the Pioneers. And a bit of a run here for Campbellsville University-Harrodsburg. Here's Lewis. Not Lewis, rather, but Ward. He works inside on his defender, hop step. MDEC drives inside, tries to go up strong, but he'll head over to the line.
Yeah, it's good good initiation by Phil, trying to get something going, looking a little stagnant on the offensive end as Austin and Liam are getting ready to check in.
This 3-point trifecta duo by the Pioneers from Keelan as well as Douglas has been very effective in their lead so far as MDEC misses the first free throw.
Yeah, it's just rimming in and out. It's right there, though, Alvin. It'll fall.
Step comes in, and Brian checks out as well. A lot of basketball left to play here in this game. 5 minutes, 58 seconds in regulation. MDEC misses both free throws. Here is Joyce met by Koski. Takes a screen from Step. Dribble handoff to Rollins, quickly back to Douglas. Swift ball movement here for the Pioneers. Cleveland, the hot hand, and he knocks it down again.
Yeah, and the Pioneers got hot fast right there. They're up by 11 now.
And most of those points coming from Kennedy Keeneland, and a quick three ball for Austin Lewis, trying to stop the drought.
Yeah, that brings it within 8 points here, and the Eagles call a quick timeout.
We'll step aside as well. .5:21 left in regulation. Alvin Chapman alongside with Tucker McLean. Tucker, observation we just made. Corey Edwards, still the lead leaguer, not the lead leaguer, but the game leader in scoring with 21 points. Only one foul, remains on the bench for majority of the second half.
Yeah, not really sure what's going through Coach's mind right now. Maybe saving him for, I guess, a critical time in the game, but I can't think of a more critical time than right now.
Can be trying to go with a quicker, faster offense, but Kennedy again from long range finally misses one. He has 3 threes so far in this half. Koski heading the other direction. Throws it somehow to Porter. Finds Lewis. Ward open, 3 on the way. Money! Shrinks the deficit.
Yeah, that brings it within 5 here for the Eagles. Huge momentum shift after Austin Lewis's 3 right there before the timeout.
2 back-to-back threes by 2 seniors. Here is Rollins.
Yeah, some very good poise there by our Eagles.
That's a hard miss there. Eagles now with possession with 4:25 left to go in this half.
Yeah, Christian Porter calling out a play. They're trying to get something going here, looking for maybe a wide open shooter.
Lewis again. Hard off the rim. Darts the rebound. Ball fake. Goes up strong. Finds Porter. 3 on the way. No good. Strong rebound by Step.
Yeah, those are 2 good shots by 2 good shooting seniors. Just unable to get them to fall. Both were back iron, but good shots by our seniors.
Here is Douglas. Back to Step. Beautiful give and go. Loses the ball. Heading the other direction.
And that was some good physical defense there by our Eagles, forcing the out of bounds and northbound.
3:45 left to go in regulation. Porter getting guarded full length of the court by Step. Koski finds Porter. Goes inside to Gertz, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, no teams in the bonus yet, Alvin. It'll just be a baseline out of bounds with a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
The ball will go to Porter for the inbounds play. Koski, Lewis, Ward. That ball was hit by Step. Eagles trailing by 5. Number 1 checks into the game. Tyrese Duncan for Rollins. He had a hot first half, 6 points quickly in the opening minutes of the second. They go inside to Gertz. Trying to bounce it inside to Lewis, no good. Boyce in transition, up and under, just off the mark. And a foul called on the floor. We'll be heading the opposite direction. Three minutes, 16 seconds left to go in regulation.
Shoot out! Shoot out!
And that is the third foul for number 10.
Yeah, and it looks like the Pioneers' next foul will put us in the bonus shooting free throws.
Here's Lewis. Goes inside to Gertz. Works on his defender. And it's good for Liam Gertz.
And that brings us within three. Good strong finish there by Liam.
Eagles going with the smaller guard lineup to deal with Douglas in Boyce, as well as Duncan. Step to Douglas, three on the way. That's money. Douglas with the triple.
Yeah, we really need to step out and not let any of them be able to shoot.
Here's Koski. Finds Lewis. Goes up strong, off the backboard and good. Shrinks the deficit to 4.
And Bell with a quick timeout right after that one. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout, Alvin.
Full timeout, 60 seconds remaining, and we'll head out of here. .226 left in regulation. Eagles trailing by 4. And a back and forth battle it's been all night. Tucker McLean along with Alvin Chapman. Tucker, if you're the coach here in this situation, what are you doing to corral your team together?
Honestly, Alvin, just locking down, playing some good defense, stepping out on our shooters. I'm willing to play some physical defense inside as long as we can play tight defense outside.
Douglas goes to step in the corner, gets to step on his defender. Duncan, one more to Kennedy. Pump fake, gets inside to the basket, floating in the lane, no good. And now be heading our direction, northbound.
And that's exactly what I like, Alvin. As Corey comes to the table, that was some tight defense on the outside, forcing him inside. And Corey coming in for Brantley. Hopefully we can get, hopefully Corey is still hot from that little stretch there early in this second half.
21 points through not three quarters, well, 3 quarters of the game technically. Now 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Eagles down by 4. Gertz. Step inside, scoop layup to the rim, no good.
Yeah, but he almost forces the turnover there. I just want to see him get back maybe with a little more finish, maybe 2 hands on the ball when he finishes next time.
One more to step. He takes the step inside, and that is a foul on the floor. That'll be Ward's 4th.
Foul on number 3, A.J. Ward, his 4th.
Yeah, it's good with keeping his hands up there on the slide over, but just a little low body contact forces the ref to call the foul. Looks like there's some sweat on the floor. They're trying to clean it up so we can get the next play underway.
Yeah, we have volunteers this time instead of having the senior participation in this scenario. But now the Pioneers have a fresh 20 to work with.
Yeah, it was some good leadership by our seniors last game, but I'm glad they don't have to lead them that way this game.
Eagles down now by 4. 1:49 left to go in regulation. Taking a while to inbound the ball. They throw it to Douglas. Douglas takes a screen. And they find Step. Step open towards the basket. He misses. Ward with the strong rebound.
Hey, here we go, Hey.
You really need a bucket. Doesn't need to be a 3, but a score will do here in this scenario. Porter works inside, finds Lewis. Lewis in the lane, no good.
It was a good job getting downhill by Austin Lewis. Just would have liked to see maybe a kick there and a 1 or 2 swing pass to a shooter.
Duncan, step on Porter, fouls him before he can get to the basket.
And that looks like it'll put us in the bonus, putting him at the line for a 1-and-1.
Foul on number 2, Christian Porter, his second of the night.
A minute even left in this ball game. Christian Porter picks up his second foul total. First attempt is up for Duncan, and he misses, but a strong rebound by Kennedy. He looks to waste a lot of time here. Kennedy goes inside, layup up, and is fouled.
That one's on Liam. That's going to be his second of the game, but that puts him on the line shooting 2 here, Alvin.
Kennedy, practically the story here for the Pioneers. 3 big threes in the second half, which kind of separated this game that was practically even all night. First attempt is up for Kennedy, and it is good. 5-point lead for Campbellsville. Kennedy now with a big second half. Another attempt is up and good for Campbellsville. Eagles now down by 6. Porter to Corey Edwards. He gets the ball snatched away from him. Duncan gets fouled by Edwards, his third.
And that's a good foul there, Alvin, by Corey. Smart foul. He only has 2 now, but it puts the Pioneers at the line shooting 1-and-1.
Duncan missed his first 1-on-1 free throw the other night. Not the other night, but the other possession, rather. But Kennedy came in with a strong rebound. Next attempt is up and misses again off the front rim. Need a fast bucket here. Ward drives inside, spin move to the basket, off the mark. The Eagles haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes.
And just unable to finish here for AJ. And Austin picks up his second foul.
Now send the Pioneers back at the charity stripe. But 50% in the past 3 possessions at the free throw line. 25 seconds even for the remainder of the game. And honestly, it just comes down to big plays and situational moments in basketball. We just happen not to be able to make any of them.
Yeah, Alvin, just unable to get the quick bucket on the other side as Pioneers make their first. Unable to make these critical buckets in these closing minutes of this game, and really unable to just close games so far this year.
Ward, another rebound. He'll be heading over to the charity stripe on the other side of the floor for 1-on-1 free throws. Needs to make the first one in order to get an opportunity for a second with 22 seconds left in the remainder of the game. Josh Alexander checked into the competition, I believe, here for
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 21, Josh
Liam Gertz.
Alexander.
Yeah, it looks like there's some offense to defense substitutions here for our Eagles. Hopefully we can make something happen after this trip.
First attempt up for Ward off the back of the rim. The Eagles now scoreless in the last moments of the second half.
And it looks like Josh Alexander is called for the foul there, putting Pioneers back on the line.
Alexander, his third.
That's Alexander's third foul. The junior from Escambia County, Florida, played basketball, his high school basketball, at least here in town, for Escambia County High School. Coached by Coach Ruffin. He used to play here for, not play, but, well, yeah, actually Coach Ruffin did play here and also coached here for a number of years as well.
Yeah, Coach Ruffin, a big name here at the college, just well known, and means Josh Alexander was well coached in high school.
Absolutely, Coach Alexander, one of the premier defenders here for this ball club. Basketball program, rather. And second attempt, good for Douglas.
And they lead by 9.
Eagles need a quick bucket here. Lewis will fire a 3. That's off the mark. Edwards the rebound, and that's blocked off the mark. Sidestep 3 for Lewis, no good. Eagles still scoreless. We'll be heading over to the Pioneers, and they'll be possibly collecting this W, their first one of the year.
Yeah, Alvin, and that puts the Eagles 0-2 this year, but not bad losses. They've both been close games, and looking to change it this weekend here at the Eagles Invitational.
Leading scorer here for the Eagles, Corey Roberts, as the Eagles take the defeat for this one by a deficit of 9 points. What a game here tonight, Tucker.
Yeah, it was a good game, back and forth a lot. Good defensive matchup from these two teams. Good game for our Eagles. Really impressed with these first 2 games for us, and hopefully we can change. Hopefully we can put a slash in the win column this weekend.
Yeah, we do have a plethora of other games. Thank you so much for joining us here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Beginning this Thursday, the Eagles and Lady Eagles will be hosting the Pensacola Invitational, sponsored by the Campus Church. We hope you have a time to tune in once again, a part of this year's Invitational, the second time we're having it this year. Once again, thank you so much for joining us and watching us in this broadcast. Have a blessed day and a fantastic night.